people? Welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. Now, first thing I've noticed, just as I've started talking, is that when I do all that handy shaky action, my watch is rattling around my wrist, and my wrist is right next to the microphone. So I've got to be careful not to bash people's ears in with loud noises at the beginning. Let's move past that. Let's move beyond that. Randall Keith Orton. Have you been looking at our YouTube shorts over this past week? We've had some WrestleMania questions, one of which was, what is Randy Orton's middle name? Randall Keith Orton. You've got it there. He, of course, is not just our Road to Glory winner, he's also our War Games winner. Get two versions of him and pro him, and you know how that works. The thing with it is, I don't like Road to Glory. After all this time, it's such a drag, but I did it. As you can see, I've done it, and I've gone to the heroic level. Great personal stress and strain trying to get everything else done over the weekend, but I did it. And then there's War Games, which, again, I'm not a great fan of, I have to say. But it's Randy Orton. It's RKO. You can't ignore RKO. So I've gone ahead and I've done it. First thing I need to do right now is the catalogue. I've got a WrestleMania card to collect. Let's just have a quick look, actually, back in the WrestleMania cards. As you can see, I finished Yokozuna. I've managed to get him fully done and dusted now. A lot of that is just through playing, not just obviously Road to Glory, but leagues as well. I've been ignoring leagues, so I've had to try and get back into leagues. I think I'm on about 12,000 points for this week already. It's Thursday, isn't it? Sol Ruka, I've been very lucky, but I've also completed the task that we were set. Oh no, I haven't completed the task, have I? Oh no, what it was, it's the points. The points from the all the little bits and pieces we were picking up, all the little surfboards. I've got one from there, and I've got one from, oh God, I can never remember the name of these damn events. What's the thing that's floating across the top of the screen when we want to play? You have to go into the catalogue bit. Oh jeez, I'm sorry about this. I've just raced in to do this, and I haven't actually thought through what I was going to say to you. Where are we going? Real turn. Oh yeah, I've got a big move on a free real turn. Oh, that was it. It wasn't on Blocker. Blocker's just Joe Hendry, isn't it? Another Joe Hendry card. Another special event card to try and collect. Yeah, it was off this real turn. I got a big win from there. So I've done okay. I've got there eventually. I knew we'd get there eventually. This is the problem you've got when you don't plan things. You just dive into things feet first. But then if you plan everything, and you never get around to doing anything, will you? Yeah, well, we're not doing any of that. Oh, let's go back to what I was going to do originally, which was look at the WrestleMania cards. Boom, as those regular viewers will know, was the first WrestleMania Pro that I got, and I always recommend that. I had a few people complaining about the fact that the card that you can get, or the pack that you get, the Infinity recurring pack that you get at the end of Boom, is now not just WrestleMania, but it's also Rewind. There's a chance of a Rewind card. Now, I'm hoping, I've said this to a few people in the comments when you've been kind enough to leave comments on the videos. I'm hoping that that's just the problem that SuperCard created for itself by releasing two rarities at the same time. And if we get back to the days of having just one tier at the next refresh, then hopefully the top reward will be just that tier card, not one of the two. I guess SuperCard were thinking that not everyone's going to be in WrestleMania, and that's probably too cheap a way for people to get up to WrestleMania fairly quickly. Boom is always a good way of getting yourself the top tier cards. So I don't know what the thinking was there, but I'm just hoping that when it comes to the next tier, it's then not whatever the new tier is plus a WrestleMania possibility. It's just going to be whatever the new tier is. Penta, yeah, it's into the normal cards now. Of course, my shinies. I love my shinies. I know we all had a chance to get these shinies, but I'm particularly happy with that 51 rated Gunter. Could do with a few more female wrestlers cropping up. I was going to call them divas. Are we allowed to call them divas anymore? Is that now you get cancelled if you call them divas? You've got to call them female wrestlers now. I'm sure they don't mind. So maybe I'm wrong. Perhaps they do mind. Who knows? I don't tend to chat to too many female wrestlers these days. I did in my former days as a journalist. Managed to get to meet a few people, so I was lucky in the days of old, but not these days. Not these days. That's a long-winded way of saying, right, let's go and get this card, isn't it? So, let's go and get this card. And it's not the Fusion Chamber. It's not Long John Silver and the Pirates in the Fusion Chamber. It's Collections. I suppose it's just got to be a female of some description would be nice. Let's see what we get. That's pretty far removed from a female, isn't it? That's not bad. I don't think I've got him yet. It's a new one. So it's not a pro even. Oh, God, if it had been a male, I'd obviously would have hoped to have landed a pro. But didn't he get a pro? How far off am I getting the objective counter card? Well, at least this is a guaranteed WrestleMania 42. That's something. I hadn't bothered checking that. So at least that still does match up with your rarity. I've not played Boom today. So, where are we? When I'm talking about the packs, I'm not talking about these across the top, which obviously, once you're done for the day, you're done for the day. And again, there's no guarantees there. The ones I'm on about are these are the ones that count, these rewards here. And those infinity packs, which as you can see, it's no longer a guaranteed top tier card. Which is a shame. It's not the way it should be. It's really not the way it should be. Belt wise, as you can see, United States Champione. So what? So what, I hear you say. And I have to say, I agree with you. So what? I'll tell you what I did do. I got up to SmackDown and then I relegated myself again. Because you can... was it SmackDown? Yeah, it was SmackDown. Was it SmackDown or was it Raw? No, I got up to Raw and then knocked myself back down again. Just to have a stab at some of the other titles. Because if you obviously look at the calendar, you can see there was an NXT event the day after. And I'd skipped through NXT previously. So I went back down to NXT to get a crack at the NXT belts. And as you can see, I got both NXT belts there. Is it worthwhile? I don't know. Does anyone even look at these? Does anyone care? Do you care? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you really care about this or not? I mean, it's if you're playing regularly, it's like a nice little distraction, I guess. But it's not a big thing, is it? And it is obviously WrestleMania this week, so a chance to crack at all these belts. But you're going to have to be careful, because I think if you go into have a look at what's up for grabs at WrestleMania, if you get it wrong, there's some pretty hefty defeats. Look at that, minus 100,000 on your fans. But you could get... I don't know. I really don't know what is really the point to all of that. It's like a side distraction, but it's not actually helping you in the game. I'm all for little things that can help you within the game, when you're getting points to get towards cards in the catalogue or whatever. But when it's just to stick a belt on your avatar, it just seems a bit... meh. Take it from me. That is the official word. It is a bit meh. What else has been going on? Campaign. I'm way behind on campaign. Way behind. And in fact, because I didn't get through the previous lot, I'm sure it's a lot tougher now. I'm sure it's become a lot tougher. Way too tough. I'm going to need some fairly strong WrestleMania cards just to get into the next tier. Next tier of campaign, that is. Right, leagues. I've been doing some leagues. I don't know if you saw on Twitter I put the other day, Crack the Case. I had, it was a 99 and I think it was 33. Have I done this one? I haven't done it yet, have I? Okay, let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. See how we get on. Oh gosh, that's not a very good start. Okay, we will take what have I got to do here? Well, let's do 5. Let's do 3. Oops. And let's do an 8. See what we get from this. Guess. Okay, so there's a 3, an 8 and a 9. So then the question if there's a 4 and a 7. Let's put a 4 in there and a 7 in there. We know with 3. Oh no, actually that's no good, is it? We'll do an 8 there. 3 there, we'll do 7 there. Okay, so there's a double up somewhere. Or at least we know 8's at the front. So it can't be, so it must be 9 or 3. Oh, let's go 9s. Let's go 9s. Let's go 9s. Oh, it's flipping 3, isn't it? Would you like to purchase another go? No, I wouldn't. I would not. It's not something I think is worth spending any credits. No, if you've just got even a few credits, or have you got thousands of credits? Well, again, what is the point? What is the point? That's Crack the Case is another one of these things where if you really want to try and get the higher rewards, yeah, no, I wouldn't. If you want to get the higher rewards, you actually need to be buying cases, and then look, it's a bonus chance. It's a bonus chance of a top rarity card. So you've got to spend credits to get up to that level. Because if you're just using free ones, the most obviously you're going to get is 31 during the course of a 31-day month. So again, it's a cash grab. So I'm not a fan of that at all. What else was I looking at? Battle Pass I've done, as you've seen. Let's do a bit of leagues. Where are the league? Let's do a bit of leagues. Right, yeah, so I would be interested to hear those veteran players amongst you, those of you who've been around for some time and know half the things that I start chanting because you're used to it from days of old. Let me know if you're still doing events. Are you still bothering with the events? I keep wanting to lean over here and I'm disappearing out of the camera. Or like me, like things like Road to Glory. This really was like amazing fun in the early days and a bit of a challenge. But after a decade, you're devoting so much time to these games. Well, I should pay attention to what I'm doing, shouldn't I? You're devoting so much time to the games. You can't be spending every weekend. I mean, the family won't allow it, if nothing else, let alone your social life. You can't just be spending every weekend sitting in playing SuperCard. That's not a... You can't be doing that. I'm going to have to sacrifice Randy, aren't I? Because it's not something that I try to do every weekend, but occasions like getting Randy Orton. If it's someone I really want in terms of the cards, then I just have to think, okay, how am I going to chisel this around a normal day? Let's kick him out. I'd be the same with CM Punk, Undertaker, all the greats. The greats. So it's very easy to get sucked in to wanting to do these things. Right, whatever I do here is going to be naff, isn't it? So we'll just kick him out with some power, let him go, and then we can bring in either Taker or... Oh no, we'll go Boomy, Matt Cardona. He's the big man. And leagues-wise, I'd really slipped down. I hadn't played for a few weeks, and it doesn't take long before you realise you've gone down to bronze again. So I've come back up to silver, and now it's a case of just trying to get myself back up to the... I was going to go charisma, wasn't I? I'm going to have to go toughness. Back up to platinum to at least stand a chance of getting the league cards. Just has made me think while I'm playing this... When it comes to power, that's nice. When it comes to those cards, are you bothered by the special edition cards? Obviously, there's the boom cards, there's the league cards. I must admit, I quite like them. I do like something again that you've had to earn that looks a bit different, looks a bit special. Okay. Well, we'll just kick out toughness because it's the naffest card. I'm gonna have to bring in somebody new. Which, let's go Taker. Let's go take. And Yokozuna's hanging in the back there, so we're looking good. We're looking good. Speed, charisma. We'll take charisma out. Yeah, which I've got in the binder. I've tried to actually clear out, the binder. I've got way too many pages and I'd kept way too many cards, particularly fusions. Got some old fusions tucked in there, which I really didn't need to keep. Because I was looking back at some the other day, thinking half the backstage fusions, things like that, they don't really mean much because I've not played with them much. It's the cards that meant something to you when you first pulled them. They're the ones really you should be keeping. And like all the limited edition cards and the shinies, got to keep the shinies going. Yeah, well, let's just do that. Again, let's get rid of it. I mean, this is an easy win, isn't it? Because the most he's going to get is 3 points on the backup. I'll put power in and then Yokozuna. Let's just try and win to nil. It's always nice to win to zip. Give him a stuffing. Right. Yoko, go. And there we have it. Perfect game. 460. Proceed. Thank you very much. I'm not going to do those because you'd get very bored very quickly. Just watching me do that. Let's just have a look, see where we are. 14-2. Okay, fair enough. I'll keep that going a bit. I obviously want to try and get this, get a bit more done before we head into the event, because that was the problem with Road to Glory as well. They haven't really got time to pay much attention to the other things that are going on within the game. It's just so time consuming. Yeah, but what was I going to do? I was going to go to the binder. Right. Oh. Does that happen to you now and again? Do you even bother using the binder? It's saying everything's 0. Right, I just crashed out of the game and then reloaded because of what I was trying to say to you didn't make any sense when everything was out of order. Now everything's in order, as it should be. House is in order. So the cards you have to earn, as opposed to just the cards that land in your lap through random pulls off the rarity board, I've got here, although actually there might be some, because there might be some of these special limited edition cards. There was one or two, wasn't it? Mae Young was actually one that you could just get from a random pull. I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe perhaps you can refresh my memory down below. Most of these you've had to earn, obviously. Standard event cards like those two. And then limited edition cards that are generally at the top of campaign or something like that. And then after those, that's where I've then shoved the shinies. I mean, I do get a lot of satisfaction out of having number 6, Eddie Guerrero. I do have a lot of satisfaction. Again, what a ledge. And to get just the 6th in the world at that time was great. And then some of the other shinies that have made themselves known to Big Jim and his catalogue. And then I've gone in for ages. I mean, you can never keep the cards, all the cards that I wanted to keep. As you can see, what's Kit Wilson doing there? Just sort of lurking in the background. Let's move him over. So there's the league cards, and the boom cards. I've been stashing the boom cards away. And then this was from Season 1. I just loved WrestleMania tier in Season 1. It was the first tier I really, really loved, and I loved these fusion cards. So I'd kept those, so I still had those lurking in my collection. But there's many cards that I've let go and deleted over the years, which I wish I'd kept hold of, including the one that is my present avatar, the Dean Ambrose Survivor card from Season 1. I wish I still had that. I wish I could then stick in the binder. That is one, see, I would definitely look back at. Now, some of these are just like a reminder of specific events or specific tiers. There's a lot of the Battle Pass cards. I've kept some of those general seasonal events where I've liked the look of the cards, or I've liked the particular event. And it starts getting a bit scrappy after that. I mean, some of these like those 2K25 cards. A lot of those didn't actually get pro'd until after we'd moved up tiers and you were getting those cards free from other events. Where some of these took a lot of time to pro during the actual... See, I like the portrait cards as well because of all the images with the belts. Love the belts. Love the pictures with the belts. So yeah, there's various good ones and then various randoms as well. And the other thing that I've kept is all the portrait cards that we've had over the years. See the backstage cards, it's all the same, and all you're doing is just adding more backstage cards. And not even these days, because there's so many, you don't rarely get a chance to pro them unless you're going to go and spend some dough. So that's not like to happen. So like, there you go, it's all the portraits. Look at all the portraits. I've sorted them all out alphabetically. Right, okay, I think I'm going to go now because it's Thursday early evening. I need to get ready for getting my Randy sorted out for the weekend, and I need to have some dinner and do all sorts of other things. Go and find out how Leo's been getting on for the day. Old Ninja Boy is lurking around here somewhere, as is his mum. And I know that because they both moaned like crazy when I told them they had to clear off for 10 minutes while I spoke to you. So there you go. I hope you appreciate the domestic situations I cause by trying to do these videos. Anyway, look, that's it. As I said, I would like to find out from you guys what you think about events these days. Which events do you just not bother with? How much do you put your real life these days ahead of SuperCard? Or are you still, after all these years, you're still a mad fanatic and can't get enough of the game? Let me know down below. Until I see you next time, you stay cool.
People say to me all the time, "Hey Johnny Wrestling, what does it take to become a winner?" To those people I say, try watching BadLadDad's latest video. He'll show you just what it takes to become a WWE SuperCard champion.